Let me tell you about a guy. He's not fictional. Well, maybe a little, but you'll probably recognize him. He's a programmer, works remotely, makes good money. Not rich, but comfortable. More than enough. He works maybe 5-6 hours a day, sometimes less. The rest of the day, free, completely free. No commute, no meetings, no boss breathing down his neck. He wakes up, opens his laptop, does his work, closes the laptop, and then the whole evening stretches ahead, sometimes the whole afternoon. Most people would kill for a life like that. Millions of people sit in offices right now dreaming about having free time. And this guy, he has it every single day. More free time than he knows what to do with. And here's the thing, he has an idea. He wants to make YouTube videos, not as a hobby, not for fun. He actually has a vision. He knows what he'd talk about. He's seen channels worse than what he imagines, and those channels are doing fine. Some of them are doing great. He genuinely believes he could make it work, and he has everything you'd need to start. Time, money, skills, a brain that works, a decent computer, a quiet apartment, no crisis, no emergency, no excuse. And yet, he doesn't start. Not today, not this week, not this month. He's been not starting for over a year now, and here's the weird part. He doesn't feel guilty about it. Not really, because in his mind the plan is still alive. It's not abandoned. It's waiting. He tells himself, I'll get to it. I just need to figure out a few things first. The niche, the format, the editing. He's watched hours of content about making content, best mics, algorithm breakdowns, how to grow tutorials. At this point, he could teach a course on starting a channel without ever having started one. And every single one of these steps feels productive. It feels like preparation, like progress, like he's getting closer. But none of it is starting. Let me explain what's actually happening here, because it's not laziness, and it's not even fear, not in the way most people think. This guy has built a life that works. It's stable, it's comfortable, it's predictable. Nothing is broken, nothing needs fixing, and somewhere inside that comfort, the idea sits like a sealed box on a shelf, untouched, perfect. As long as he doesn't open that box, it can be anything. It can be a hit channel, it can be financial freedom, it can be the thing that changes everything. The dream is alive precisely because it's never been tested. It's Schrodinger's project, simultaneously a masterpiece and nothing at all. The moment he records his first video, the dream dies a little, because the first video will be bad, he knows that, and suddenly the perfect idea becomes a clumsy file on his desktop that doesn't match what was in his head. That's the real cost of starting. Not time, not money, the cost is losing the fantasy. And here's what makes this worse. He has money. That's supposed to be the advantage, right? If I had money, I'd definitely start. People say this all the time, but money does a strange thing. When you have enough, it doesn't push you forward. It cushions you. It removes the pressure. And without pressure, there's no urgency. And without urgency, tomorrow always sounds like a perfectly reasonable answer. A person who's broke and desperate might start a channel out of sheer survival. It won't be pretty, but it'll exist because they have nothing to lose. But this guy, he has everything to lose. His comfort, his calm evenings, his quiet, predictable life where nothing goes wrong because nothing happens. Starting means risking the feeling that everything is fine. And fine is a powerful anesthetic. There's another thing, something more subtle. When you have a lot of free time, you'd think it makes starting easier, but it doesn't. It makes it harder. Because when you have 8 free hours, there's no edge, no deadline, no now or never. There's always later today, and later today silently becomes tomorrow. A person who works 12 hours a day and has 1 free hour. That 1 hour burns. They use it, because they know it won't come back. But when your whole evening is free, every hour feels disposable. There's always the next one, until it's midnight and you think, well, I'll start tomorrow when I'm fresh. Free time without structure isn't freedom, it's quicksand. And here's the part nobody talks about. This isn't a phase. This doesn't fix itself. There's no morning when you wake up and suddenly feel ready. No video you watch that flips a switch inside you. If you're waiting for motivation to come find you, it won't. Motivation isn't a guest that arrives at your door. It's a side effect of action. You don't get motivated and then start. You start and then sometimes motivation shows up. But you have to go first. And going first always feels wrong. It feels too early, too rushed, too unprepared, and that feeling never goes away. Not after a month of planning, not after a year, because the feeling isn't about readiness, it's about comfort. And comfort will always vote against change. And the honest truth, maybe he never will. Maybe this idea will sit on that shelf for 5 more years, 10 more years, until one day it quietly expires. Not with a bang, not with a dramatic moment of regret, just gone, replaced by a vague feeling of, I used to want something, but I can't quite remember what it was. That's not a tragedy. That's just Tuesday. That's just another evening on the couch, laptop closed, phone in hand, scrolling past other people's videos. And the worst part is, he'll never know if it would have worked. Not because he tried and failed, but because he never opened the box.